I think manifestation is a thing where you kind of have to allow yourself to believe in that thing is going to happen. And it doesn't matter when the result of it happens, right? Like a lot of people think if I put a goal in myself, like I'm going to put a goal, I'm going to put a time there, and I'm going to make sure that I do everything in my power to make it happen. And if I don't do that thing and it doesn't work out, then manifestation is not real. But really, it's like you put that goal there, you put that time there, and then what it allows you to do is not be complacent.
What is going on, people? Jumping in on this podcast to let you know about our incredible sponsors, Trained by JP, aka TBJP, the one-stop shop for all your bodybuilding needs. Whether you're looking for supplements or clothing, they have it all. Quite possibly the biggest range of subs you will find anywhere in the world, end of. Whether you're looking for pre-workouts, stim-free or high-stim, intra-workout shakes, post-workout cream of rices, vegan supplements, it is all there for you, as well as the highest grade of health subs that you will need in your arsenal. Check them out. It's www.tb-jp.com, and on there you will also find all the clothing which they release multiple times per year, but get your hands on them quick because they are limited drops. Use the discount code MAGIC10 for money off. Help the brother out, and let's get back to the podcast. Peace.
Oh my God. Okay, so the problem is the only thing I can think of that's causing this issue is this mic. So
it
is the fucking mic. Holy shit.
I could hear you then.
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me? Sweet.
Okay, this audio is pretty shit though, isn't it?
No, it's clean, man.
Yeah, okay, fine. In that
the camera's pretty fucking dead though compared to what you were using.
I'm gonna go back to using my phone if I can. Which I can. I just have to figure out how I did that. Wait, why is it not letting me do it now? Okay. So we just need because I was trying to make sure the audio was clean.
The audio is pretty good, man. It doesn't sound bad at all from you.
Okay, fine. We'll just figure out how to get my and
yeah,
there we go.
I got you.
So
what was that other camera then? What's that? What were you using there?
I was trying to use my Rode mic.
Yeah,
that was what the issue was.
Right. Okay. And what was the other camera though?
That camera is the laptop camera.
Ah, okay. Because this looks fucking clean. I thought this was like your
phone camera.
What iPhone you got?
16 Pro.
See, it fucking it looks
clean, huh?
Painting, bro.
Trust me, bro. You see, when they did this, yeah, I was thinking, right, this is actually a good idea, like, because they never gave us a good MacBook.
Yeah, they're dead, bro. I use my fucking Magic Eye camera for mine.
Oh, that's why it's clean.
Yeah, but I just can't deal with the fucking webcams. They're terrible unless you buy a good one, innit?
Yeah, like a proper YouTube one. I think I need to invest in a little setup because I feel like a little. Like you got a nice little background there, I want that.
Yeah, mate. This is nice here, but don't look behind the camera because it's fucking shit.
No, the only thing that matters is what's in front of the camera.
Yeah. Perception's everything, bro.
I go to some sets and I'm like, yo, this place looks terrible, and you're like, oh, okay,
It looks clean, man. It looks clean. Sick. Are you good for time? Yeah.
Yeah. We got enough time.
Yeah. Are you training in that?
I'm going to train at 12, which is a little bit earlier than normal, but that's enough time.
Same here, bro. That'll work perfect. I need to get a meal in. I'm just drinking my fucking pre-workout meal these days because it's too much. So I just nail that. So we'll get wrapped by like 11:30 latest.
That's perfect for me. I only need to walk down the road anyway. It's just because Loke and Nas are coming to FLF, so I said, fuck it, I'll pull up.
Oh yeah, Carl's over as well, isn't he? I think.
Cal, Loke, and Nas are going to be at FLF today, so I'll go chill with them.
Oh, nice. That'd be good.
I think I'm hitting back. To be fair, I think Nas is probably going to hit back because I'm pretty sure it's his back day or my back day. So
you're just going to all jump in?
Probably just going to go jump in.
Fucking free content of Loki. Let's go.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to go fucking, like Loke told me, I was like, all right, cool, I'm pulling up, bro.
Even if you're training legs, you're training back now.
I'm training back now. Like, oh, what, your guys are training legs? I'm training legs then.
Sick, man. Right. Let's get into it then.
Do the
I'm going to do my little fucking intro. I might keep all this in anyway because it's quite cool.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. But, right, guys, welcome back to the Beautiful Struggle podcast with myself, Jay Davis, aka Magic Eye. This guest is a long time coming. It wasn't that I was like putting it off and not putting him on the podcast. I was just waiting for him to get that fucking invite because I was as confident as this guy, and he was very confident in getting the Olympia invite. So, he's a good friend. We've known each other for probably like 2, maybe 3 years. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I knew of him before we actually knew each other because I used to film and compete in the 𝘂𝑚 show. And I always used to look at him and think, this guy's fucking different. And now the world is seeing it. So welcome in to the Beautiful Struggle podcast. Yemi, aka for the OGs, the Dreamer-san.
Exactly. For the OGs. No, I've been tempted to bring that username back in now. I'm like, I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, I want it. But
you should have kept it, bro.
I know, but Ross was like, yeah, it's more professional to just have your name. I'm like, yeah, but like,
it creates a character, you know?
That's the thing though. And I feel like I have such a persona. I'm bringing it back. Fuck it.
I think you should do that, bro. Definitely.
And the thing is, like, I just hate telling people, yeah, me IFBB. It feels dry. Like everyone got IFBB Pro in their name. Like
you don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't need to do that anymore. I'm an Olympian now.
Exactly, bro. So you need. I think now is the time to bring that persona back because, like, if you look at all like the top guys, they've all got their little fucking nicknames and that.
Miracle Bear. We've got Nas with the One Punch Nas.
Yeah.
Really and truly, who even has like their actual name with IFBB Pro in the top ranks? No one.
The only people shouting about it are the people that are like
that aren't that great.
I ain't saying that because I'm not even a fucking good amateur, so we'll take it at that.
Yeah, but at least but the thing is, you're a good cameraman, so you know.
Oh, okay.
Like,
cheers, bro.
You just do what we're good at, right? Like I can't do what Magic does, but maybe Magic can't do what I does. So
I definitely can't do what you gotta do.
We just play to our strengths.
That's it, man. Yeah, but like even I remember Giant 𝘗𝘳𝘰𝘨𝘏 had a sit down with Eddie Hall, and Eddie Hall was telling him like, you need to create a persona, to create this character. And, you know, like he's got a beast. That's why Giant went so hard on Giant, because it was like creating this character. So yeah, you definitely got to bring it back for 2025, bro.
I think that's the move, man. Because really and truly, I think as well, like I think bodybuilding can be quite boring, right? Because like when you think about it, break it down to the bare bones. It's just guys going to the gym, training, eating same food, same training split most of the time, and then we eventually get lean enough to get on stage. We get oiled up, tanned up, and then we pose. Like it's not really all that entertaining. Like the entertainment factor comes from like the things we do offline or online, I should say. Like the non-bodybuilding related stuff is when I bring in the anime shit and like, you know, like the motivation shit. That's what can get the shit more popping, right? Like more entertaining. Because even when you look at like someone like, I don't know, Jay Cutler, right? He's an amazing guy, and you know, love the guy. He was really friendly when I met him as well. But like, it was kind of boring, you know. And like, if we had a camera following him throughout his prime, I think people would be so bored. Because all he did was sit in a bubble, eat food.
Well, that's what he did. Do you ever remember the Jay Cutler DVDs that he used to sell?
Yeah.
Like he never used to speak to camera. He hated being on camera, so he just wanted to get in, train. Of course, that was his job. But it's a different time now, and you need to have more than just a physique, and fucking credentials to your name on stage. Like I know, obviously being around you, mate, you're not like one to bite your tongue about stuff. So you're happy to push it out there. And I said it on the post about like manifestation. You know, you've been calling this. I mean, we've brushed over the fact that you've qualified for the Olympia, but you know, you've been manifesting that for 2 years, man. Since Ireland.
Since Ireland, really and truly, since I got the pro card. I remember saying, "This is the last Olympia that I'm gonna watch." Now, 3 Olympias have happened since. So like, and this is the thing, right, with manifestation, I think people have like this ideology that like, if you manifest it or if you say something, then it has to be done within the time that you say it. I think that's just like a misconception of the idea. Like, I think manifestation is a thing where you kind of have to allow yourself to believe in that thing is going to happen. And it's a matter when the result of it happens, right? Like a lot of people think if I put a goal in myself, like I'm gonna put a goal, I'm gonna put a time there, and I'm gonna make sure that I do everything in my power to make it happen. And if I don't do that thing and it doesn't work out, the manifestation is not real. But really, it's like you put that goal there, you put that time there, and then what it allows you to do is not be complacent. You know, sometimes like, you know, when I say like, oh, I'm gonna go to Olympia, it's like now I know that there's a whole bunch of people saying this guy is being a bit cocky and I don't like it. So I'm gonna say some bullshit about it privately. And I know that that's happening. So like in my head, it puts a little bit of pressure on me, just so I have to actually like, I can't sit there and miss a meal. I can't, because I've just, you know, told everyone and they all turned around and been like, yeah, I ain't doing that. So if I don't do it, then I look like a dickhead, right? Now, I might not do it in the time that I wanted to do it because I can't control time, but I can control my ideas, I can control my thoughts, and I can control what I do to make sure that thing happens, right? Like I can sit here and say, well, if I put on this amount of muscle, I should be good enough to get to this place. And it's like, kind of, you know, that can kind of happen, but you know, like not really though, right? Like, because look at, you know, anyone in the, you know, the grand scheme of things, right? Like I remember when I was first starting to train, or when I first did my first prep, I was like 80 kilos on stage, or 81, I think I got to.
Yeah.
I was like, when I get to 90 kilos, I'm going to be good enough to go pro. And then I remember the first prep I did enhanced, I got to 91 kilos, and I was like, I'm good enough to go pro. And then I didn't. And then I did another year, and then I was 91 kilos again. And I was like, this means I'm good enough to go pro. I went pro at 87 kilos.
Oh, really? Prove yourself wrong.
Yeah, I even proved myself wrong. And like, it's just because, like, you know, there's so many different factors to it and stuff like that. Obviously, I just needed to be sharper in the two shows that all the shows I did prior to that when I was 91 kilo, 90 kilo, or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's so many more things to it than that. But like, it's because like when you sit there and go, you know, I'm gonna put this goal here, and this goal should mean this. You know, sometimes it's wrong, but sometimes it's at least a, you know, a working block to go towards. I'm sure there's things that you could say, like, you know, maybe, you know, filming JP, you know, you could say, well, the day that I filmed JP for the first time, I've made it. Then you finally get that call. JP's like, yeah, come film. You film JP, you go home, you're like, I've made it. You edit the video, you send it off, and then you get nothing back for like a day. You're like, okay, well, I guess I've made nothing.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, you're like, you have this like videographer that he's coming up the ranks, and he comes up to you and goes, you're where I want to be. And then that's when you go, oh, maybe I have actually made it.
Yeah. Man, that's yeah. that's like you're speaking what's happened like this. Because like the Jordan thing, funny, like I remember messaging Jordan probably a year before I actually ever filmed with him to say like I'd love to do some filming for you, and he ghosted me, like didn't even reply. And then through the work that I was doing with like Two Bros and all the shows and all that stuff, he messaged me then and said, love all your work, do you fancy coming and do some filming for me? And I was like, I've made it.
Yeah.
And then I hadn't made it, you know. I'm still there 6 years later trying to make it.
And that's exactly how it feels. Like you always have this, like, you know, okay, this is what I need to do to make it. You know, I remember, like, you know, I was like, okay, when I get a sponsorship with Gymshark, I've made it. And then I got my sponsorship with Gymshark, or I started working with Gymshark, and I'm like, yeah, okay, this is starting to happen, right? But like I was like, okay, like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to get, you know, X amount of money from this and stuff like that. And then like I asked for a lot less than what I thought in my head I was gonna be able to get, right? And then like they turned around and was like, yeah, we're gonna give you less than that. I was like, okay, wow, that kind of sucks. But then I was like, you know what, actually, that is enough for me to move up to Manchester. And then I remember saying to Ross, because I was basically like to Ross, so for the island prep, right, I was making a lot of progress, like, because I must have moved out here when I was 5 weeks out.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was quite late on, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I lost my job, got fired. So I was like to Ross, I don't know what to do. He was just like, I don't know what you can do either, but just come up to Manchester and we'll figure it out. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just send it. So I came up to Manchester. I was making so much progress on that prep. I was like, if I can make this much progress on a deficit, what's going to happen if I take an off season here? Especially after we didn't get because, you know, as the show started to come along, all these random guys started to add them to the show. At first, we just thought it was going to be me versus Darren Farrell, pretty much. And then we knew that Ryan and like Jimmy Tonks was going to do it, stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, all these random European dudes started throwing their name into the hat. And then it turned out to be like a 16-man show, which
was stacked, wasn't it?
Ended up being stacked for no damn reason. We was all fucking confused, but it was like, right, whatever. Yeah. But when it started to get stacked like that, we was like, okay, well, there is not really much chance of me winning this show. But with that being said, we'll just, take it as it comes. And I remember being on my way to the show, or maybe I was like a couple of weeks out from the show, and I was just like to Ross, like, like if we can make this much progress on this deficit, what would happen if I take a year out here? Like, if I took a year out here, I reckon I'm going to be good enough to get to Olympia. And he was like, fuck it, let's see what happens, right? And I was like, all right, cool, let's just see what happens. And then I was like, how the hell am I going to be able to afford to move to Manchester when I just lost my fucking job? And then I was like, I don't know. And then me and Ross, like, because obviously we had the wheels in motion with Gymshark, I was doing some modeling, I had relationships and stuff like that. I had done one campaign, which, that all, like, I think that all timed so perfectly because it actually allowed me to stay in Manchester for that prep, because I didn't have, like, I remember moving up to Manchester, I didn't even have a penny in my bank, right? Like, I had to pay for my train ticket to get to Manchester. Then, like, the Friday after, so I came up here on Saturday. The Friday after, I got paid from Gymshark for like a campaign and like 3 or 4 shoots. So like that was enough to allow me to do the prep without having to work, obviously. But like by the time the prep ended, it was like dwindling my bank account, let's just say.
Yeah.
I remember being like, so how am I actually going to move up here? And then Ross was like, I'll write a letter to whoever you need me to write a letter to. And I was like, all right, cool. And Ross was really good at writing letters. So he wrote me a letter to my athlete manager at the time. And then that's how we got the Wheels in Motion. And I remember moving back to London. Like, I remember being on the flight from Ireland and I was like, everything's done. Like, prep's done. I don't have anywhere to stay. I don't have a job. We haven't wrote this letter to Gymshark yet. What am I gonna do? And like, and then like that flight, you had the seat, I think, like near the front. I think Ross and Cal were near each other, and I was in the back. Yeah. On my own, like, so I was just like fucking sitting there eating some snacks, being like, holy fuck, this is
it.
Like, it's done. Like, what? Yeah. Where do we go now? Like, but then obviously me and Ross had that letter. We wrote the letter. We sat down in what's that? Viet Shack. We sat down in Viet Shack and was like, I was eating my meal and stuff like that. We wrote this letter. Then he did, and then like we just didn't get a no. And I remember that was like the best thing ever. I was like to Ross, like, it's not a no. And then we got, a contract written up, and then I started looking for a flat because Ireland was in May. I got back to London like straight away, pretty much. And then
this was 2022, wasn't it? 2022. 23.
Yeah.
Okay, time's flying. Okay.
Fine. And we got back to I got back to London and I was like looking for a flat in Manchester. I remember coming up, but I didn't have any money, so I was like getting the flexi bus up to Manchester to look for flats. I did it once, and then luckily for me, I found my roommate on spare room, and he lived in Manchester, so he just basically looked for the flat I'm in now. And I remember being like checking all these flats out, and I just like couldn't afford it. There was one flat I really wanted, and it was like, basically I see it every day when I walk past when I go to the gym, because it's literally like right by the canal.
Yeah.
Side of the canal now, so it's literally 2-minute walk from me, and it was like 1,300, and it was like my contract with Gymshark was £1,000. So I was like, I can't even afford a 1-bed here. And then luckily, I got this place and I shared it, and obviously this is actually the same price, so this is 1,300 as well, but 2 beds. So.
Shades, yeah.
So I can afford this.
Just on the like when you were like flying back, because I haven't really never spoke to you about like anything that you've got going on outside of like bodybuilding, like on a personal level. But like what you said about flying back, and you were like sitting there thinking, like, what next? Like, kind of like, is this it? Like, what am I going to do financially in that? You don't seem like the type of person that struggles like mentally and stuff, but I imagine that would like fuck a lot of people up mentally. Do you ever struggle with that, or are you just kind of like winging it and just thinking, well, we'll figure it out?
Yeah, I just wing it and think it always works out. Like, I don't know what it is, right? And it's something I've noticed, not just with my life, but actually everyone else's life. No matter what happens to people, right? I just noticed that things just tend to work itself out.
Mm.
Like, I've seen some people in some really shitty situations, and then like a few months later, it's just good. You know, like I
Yeah.
remember like, my auntie, I'll use her for an example because she was one of the people I see it with the most. She's very successful, right? And she does well for herself. And I remember her like just absolutely like she'll just lose a job every so often. And then she'll get like really upset in the press and stuff like that. You know, me and my mum will go and help her out, you know, bring her some food, cheer her up. And then like she'll go back to Nigeria for a week or two, she'll come back and then she'll get a job. And it's a better paid job than the last one she just lost.
Yeah, okay.
Every single time. Like I remember this happening 3 or 4 times. And then with me, right? So like when I first started bodybuilding, I remember I was working in fitness first, in Streatham, and then I got a better role in sales, and then I moved to Clapham Junction branch. And then whilst I was on prep, I remember I was so fucked because I was just, you know, just doing a lot to get into shape. And I went from being the top salesperson every month to like being the bottom of the barrel because of how fucked I was. And like, you know, there's other things to play a part as well. But let's just say I was absolutely sucking eggs.
Yeah.
And then I remember, right, I was a week out from the show. I asked for an extra day off and they told me no because we was very close. We was basically 30 sales away from hitting target when I finished, when I was going on my annual leave to do the show. So I took the Monday off anyway, and I came back and we were still 30 sales away, right? And I'm like, fuck, you know. And my GM was leaving the gym. So I was like, all right, cool. Let's hit target before he leaves. And I remember putting in a mad shift and and I think we hit like 35 or 40 sales, right? You know, like when you do sales, you just pull out sales from your ass, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially on the closeout. Like if anyone done sales, they know about closeouts. Closeout, you pull sales out your ass. You wish that you had closeout energy all year round. You know what I mean? Like, the sales would be crazy. But
Yeah.
so I remember we hit target and I was like, yeah, this is dope, you know, whatever. So saying my goodbyes and I come back to work and they've put in the motions for me to get fired. And I'm like,
Wow. After you like saved the day.
I literally came in like Superman, saved the day, and they tried to fire me because I took that extra day off, right? I ended up not losing my job. And then like, you know, as time went on, I could just feel that there was that energy of them trying to get rid of me. So I just quit.
Yeah.
And then I got another job in another gym, and then COVID happened. So I quit.
So I quit.
I thought I was going to get more money from financial aid than I was going to get from my job at the time. So I just quit the job.
Right.
Turns out I would have probably got more money from my job, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I probably wouldn't have. So then I remember like COVID finished, and you know I'm trying to get back into bodybuilding. I do my first prep enhanced, no job, basically off of job seekers, right? And my job seekers was £300 a month. I don't know how I got through to it. You know, shout out to my mum for helping me out.
This isn't advised by anyone.
Do not do this. I swear to God, don't do this, guys. This is terrible advice, but this is what we did. So I remember and then as soon as that prep ended, I was like, all right, I have to get a job, whatever. So I've started working in some fridge, pretty much. It was like a pick and packing job.
Right.
It was with my stepdad, but my stepdad was a manager, so he didn't have to sit in the fridge all day, but I did. And I just couldn't train for months. So I found a new gym, found a new job, was doing sales there. So got back into the gym, put on all the tissue I lost, started prep again. And I was like, this is the time. I'm going for my pro card. Get fired.
Fucking hell, man.
I was like,
the prep again?
Out, bro. I was 5 weeks out from my pro card when I first met you as well. So, and I remember put my last paycheck into doing the British finals, right? Or the British champions, and I was like prep championship, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pro here, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
I've turned up on a day, and they're like, you aren't qualified for the Open because they changed the rules that year. So it used to be a 12-month stint. So if you qualified in March, you can qualify. You could do any pro qualifier until March next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it, so it's the calendar year. So you had to do it within that calendar year, and we didn't know till a day out. So I've gotten there, and they was like, you can do the novice class, and I was like, fine. Done the novice class, and I got second, and I was like, holy shit! I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Yeah.
No, and not even a pro card.
Not even a fucking pro. Not even a first place.
Not even a third place in the novice class. And I was like,
yeah.
Am I even good enough to go pro? And then I was like, you know what? Cool. And then I was gonna come off prep, and I remember having a conversation with my stepdad. He was like, you know what? Because he was prepping at the time. He was like, you know what? This physique is too good to not at least try. We'll go for the Arnolds. Funny enough, I had done the Arnolds the year before, and I remember saying, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna win the Arnolds next year. And I think it was the universe's way of saying, what are you doing trying to do the British? You said you wanted the Arnold Classic. You said that. You put that into the world. You even made a video and you put that on the internet and said, yep, I want to win the Arnold Classic next year. And here you are doing the British. So
yeah,
you do that, you know.
Fucking with your own timeline, like.
Yeah, you're the one that said it. So I was like, all right, cool. I remember this is when I first met Nas as well. So I was like, bro, you have to pro debut with me at the Arnold Classic, because he got the invite. I was like, bro, go to the Arnold Classic and, you know, prep for it, and we'll both pro debut together. And he was like, he's probably thinking, nigga, I don't even know you, but all right, cool. I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then like throughout that was talking, whatever. Then I've gone to do the race trick, which is pretty much the first time I met you.
Right, yeah.
And Cal and everyone there, right? And I remember getting there, and I was thinking, all right, cool, we're ready. Everyone backstage is like, bro, you're peeled. Like even AJ Morrison, I don't think AJ is gonna captain me, right? He goes, you have the structure, you know, your shape is crazy, you look in shape. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. He was like, he even said to me, you know, you're not here for class, but you're here for the overall. I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm like Sage getting like, yeah, I'm ready. And then I'm like to the side, right? And I'm like, this is kind of weird. And I remember coming out and was like, I was in the middle, right? And people were like, I ain't gonna lie to you, you was not in the middle. Okay, then. I remember coming back out, and then like, yeah, I just got third, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, so I myself and was like, yo, what happened? And he was like, because I had lost my number. So if you see, I've got a picture where I'm like literally standing there like this, and I've just got no number. And my stepdad was like, it's probably because you had no number. Like, you know, they're not gonna let you win with no number. I'm like, nah, that can't be it. So I've gone to the audience, and I was like, what's my feedback? And then they were like, you just aren't sharp enough. Mind you, everyone just told me I was sharp enough backstage, right? I was like, all right, cool. And then they were like, yeah, if you was like a little bit leaner in your glutes and your lower back, we would have given you second. I'm like, no. What win?
Yeah, where's the first place? Yeah.
I don't want feedback for second place. I want win. And they were like, yeah, second. You would have got second. I'm like, okay, cool. I've gone home, like, you know, feeling kind of shitty about myself, you know. Cool. And then I was like, you know what? I've seen because Loke was taking pictures and you was taking videos, right?
Yeah.
All of Cal's clients posting all these fucking sick looking videos from the show. And I was trying to grow my social media, right? I had just started a new page on social media. I was doing a lot this time. Like I was spent even those whole, like from when I was working at Fitness First all the way till then, I was just pumping money into social media, paying for cameramen, everything, just figuring it out.
Yeah.
And like, I remember my page wouldn't grow. I was on like 2,000 followers. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm starting a new page. I started a new page. I was like, I'm going to win the regional and I'm going to use that to fucking bolster my page. Didn't win the regional. I'm like sitting there on my fucking Instagram. I'm like, fuck. I'm like trying to message all these, like I messaged who's the best bodybuilder? He was like, if you want to shout out, like, I would recommend going to Bodybuilders Without Borders. I messaged Daniel, and he was like, yeah, no, a shout out 35, 25. And I'm like, no. Like, post me, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, like, and then I remember going, I was like, all right, cool. I don't have these banger videos that everyone's posting from Pro Coach.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a shout out from one of these pages. I didn't win the regional. What the fuck am I gonna do right now? Right? I've still got no job. What am I gonna do? Then my friend started opening up a gym, and I was like, cool. Jump in this. So I was like, yo, like, let's work together. I started helping him open up this gym. Then I have a call with Ross because I messaged Cal's page because he was like, like everyone's getting a video here. Wink. I remember him posting that. He even had a wink emoji, and I was like, I guess you're talking to me right now.
Yeah.
I messaged the Pro Coach page, and I had no inclination. I did not want to leave my coach because it was my stepdad. I lived in the house.
Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
It was so awkward. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm just gonna go and have a talk with this guy, and it's probably not gonna go anywhere. So then I just like, I get onto this call, and then I've got this fucking Irish dude in front of me, and I'm like,
deep voice, fucking Irish accent,
trying to fucking figure out what you're saying. I don't fucking understand. Like, and then like, like I explained to him what I was doing, and what everything was going on and stuff like that, and then I was like, this guy seems kind of cool. And I started going into like, I was like, bro, like, I just want to make it in bodybuilding. Like, I'm going to these shows and I don't even have a fucking job. And everyone here is like wearing like designer tracksuits. And I feel like I'm missing out. Like, there's just a market here that I just don't understand. It's like, yeah, no, I get what you're talking about. And then we just started going in, having a conversation. And like, mind you, I did not want to leave my coach. And then after this conversation, I literally looked him dead in the eye and I was like, you're going to take me to the Olympia. And then he was, mind you, I had just got third in a regional.
Yeah.
Smoking. Anyway, I was with him like, yeah, we're going to go to the Olympia together. And he was
and like, this is you saying it to Ross, yeah?
This is me saying it to Ross. And he was like, cool. So I was like, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna leave him, but I'm gonna leave him. Then like we then sat there and had like another. I needed to go train, and I ended up having like an hour conversation with Ross and having to train legs a lot later than I wanted to. And then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to leave. So I've gone up to my stepdad. I'm like, fuck, this is so awkward.
Yeah.
And I was like, so what's the plan? And then you should say the plan was not a great plan. So I was like, it went from I really don't want to say this to I'm actually going to leave, and Ross has a better plan. So let's just do that. That's how bad the plan was.
When your stepdad, so how long has he been like around, your stepdad?
So my mum was married to my stepdad like nine years ago. So
he's been in your life a long time. Like you've got a good tight relationship as well.
Yeah. We had a great relationship at the time as well, and like. He basically got me into the gym. He was like, yo, listen, train. And like, I swear to God, you'll be good at this. And I was like, I don't know. And then my mom was like, competing and stuff like that. And then like, because she like, and then I was like, you know what? Because my mom is like, I love my mom. I love her so much. Like, it's always been me and her. But she is so bad on prep. I swear to God, like, she is just so, she will come home and just start yelling because she's just in the mood to yell, what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I was just like, you know what? I can prove that it's not so hard. You don't have to be a bitch. but then I ended up enjoying it so much. I was like, you know what? I don't even care about this point. This is what I want to do in life.
Yeah.
I remember that first moment of coming off stage. I was like, "What's this?"
What year was your first show?
2019.
Fucking hell, man! You've not been doing it that long, really, is it?
I've been in the game I've been training altogether for 6 years.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
What did you do before training then? Bodybuilding?
I was just making music.
Oh, okay. No, like sports, no like.
I used to play basketball.
Did you?
Yeah. but like because I'm short.
Well, I used to play basketball and I'm shorter, so
Yeah, that's true. But like I have long arms. That's why my arms are so long because they decided to grow, but I just did. I'm vertically challenged. For basketball, I'm tall. I'm a
what
five.
position?
So I really wanted to play shooting guard,
Right.
but if I was to be logical, it probably should have been a point guard. But
Yeah.
like I like to shoot, and I don't really like to, I don't like to call the plays.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I was playing shooting guard. So
Shooting guard. Were you a good shooting guard?
yeah, I was good. Like bro, like my school never had a team, right?
Mm.
And in year no, when I was in year 10, do you know what a 𝘗𝘳𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘰𝘵 award is?
No.
Okay, it might be a Croydon thing, but basically it's an award that they give to people that have like that are good. So like if you are good in school, they'll like, they'll give you like a reward. It's like £300 spent within the school. So like some people, like one kid like put a fucking a bench there and he got his name on it with the 𝘗𝘳𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘰 award. Like
Okay.
I was like, I want a basketball team. So I paid for our kits and I paid for our coach to coach us for like 10 weeks or something like that. And probably less than that because £300 probably not even that much.
Yeah.
And coach was like, liked coaching us, so he just kept on coaching us for the rest of the year. Anyway, we went from never having a basketball team or not having a basketball team in like 7 or 8 years in my school to we ended up getting second in the school's conferences.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like we was good, bro. Like me and my boy used to carry the team. Like he was a bit better than me, I'll be honest. But like I remember like first 3 games we lost. And it was like to these teams that you could just tell they've been playing forever. Yeah, and they had these fucking ringers. Like this one black guy, he looked like he was on gear. Like even to this day, I'm sure he was. And like, and then I remember one day we played against Harris Academy's South Norwood, so the school Stormzy went to.
Yeah.
We absolutely fucking smoked them. It was like 85-20 or some shit. Like it was ridiculous. Like it got to the point where the coach was like, "Listen, we're just gonna take you off and let the second squad run it because you're absolutely smoking them." So like,
yeah.
like we was very good. Like we could hoop, bro. And like even that, I probably got better when I left school because I started getting like a pretty good jump shot and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you play like National League as well? Like, or
I played a little bit, but at the time I was playing school. I was like going to church and like you had to play on Sundays and church.
yeah, a couple of my mates had that issue as well.
Yeah, so I never got to play, man. Like I played a couple. I think I played like 2 games or something like that. Maybe not. Like yeah, but I used to like practice with this team all the time. I just never went to play games.
You know, like obviously basketball from because I played it myself. Obviously, it's team sport. Your personality. I mean, you're so big on your own.
Yeah.
How do you like? Do you work well in the team?
I think that I work best in teams. I think that like I don't like calling plays, like I said, but I like leading the team. I feel like I'm a great leader when it comes to like being within a set of like in a set. Like I'm not the one that's gonna sit there and be like, just run a pick and roll, but I feel like I'm the one that's gonna lead the charge.
Yeah, okay. Because obviously with bodybuilding, very solo sport, and I think you said this in Oscar's YouTube.
Yeah,
I remember you saying about like you said it was like a very singular kind of sport because you're on your own. But now you've just said that you work well in teams. I know obviously it's not a team as such, but like the community in Manchester, obviously I know how sick it is, where everyone's based and stuff. Do you think that's got a part to play in like obviously your success with your like, yeah?
It's like it's not a correlation, it's a causation. Like I think like being around Ross and being around other guys that are actively getting after what we're getting after.
Yeah.
And then like Nas is only down the road from me and stuff like that. Like it's undoubtedly a factor when it comes down to this bodybuilding thing. Like I would say, even the support I get from Oscar and stuff like that, like these things are all gonna be, undoubtedly why I've had any success in the sport.
Why you thrived. Did you get that when you were like back down in London then? Was it like a community down there in terms of like bodybuilders, or was it just kind of you on your ones with like your step?
Made the community at the time. So when I was like actively bodybuilding in London, I had, kind of It was me, Connor, Launder, and
Yeah.
Marvin Bain just
Oh yeah.
constantly after it at the time. Obviously, Marvin, we don't talk about him anymore, but
Yeah.
like Connor, he still gets after it as well. We basically moved up north around the same time. Obviously, he went to Birmingham first, and then now he's in Leeds. And then obviously, I came up to Manchester when they were in between Birmingham and then going to Leeds. So
Yeah.
one of them in Birmingham and then Leeds, obviously. But when they had first moved up, I was again back to being on my own. So like it was like I started the sport on my own. Then I kind of fostered or made a friendship with people that were also getting after it. Made it, and then that kind of disbanded, and then I moved up to Manchester.
And then got the team on the go again.
Yeah.
You froze a little bit there. Yeah, the community in Manchester, it's a weird one, like, because like everyone seems to kind of move there. Every time I go there, there's like a new community.
Somebody moved down.
There's more people from Ireland. There's more people from London. Like everyone's just kind of
coming up.
Yeah.
I think, well, the thing is, right, I think, in my opinion, the best gyms in the UK are in Manchester.
Yeah.
So FLF, unbelievable. EP as well. And then there are surrounding gyms that are close. So, like, for example, Destination Gyms in Stoke, that's not far.
Yeah.
Strength Asylum again in Stoke. Then you can go up north and you can get all these ultra flexes. Derby ultra flex still not too far. You got
Don't forget Nathan's gym, man. He'll slaughter me if you'd forget Nathan's gym.
Which is that the S20?
Northwest Mecca. The Ashes.
The Asher, yeah. That gym is phenomenal. I haven't been there yet. I need to go up there, but yeah, Nas was telling me he was like up there. He was like, when he came back, he was raving and ranting about it. He's like, bro, that gym is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I need to go up there. I do need to go up there, but again, proof that all the best gyms in North are up north.
Yeah, it's a nice pocket that, like, where you are, Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, Leeds. That's where it's happening, definitely. Obviously, like down here, we've got a really good selection of gyms as well, but like, there's no community down here though. You've got the gyms plus the community.
Yeah,
which probably plays a part to, obviously, because the gyms are there. That's why the community's grown.
Yeah, and I think maybe Welsh communities are going to be a bit smaller as well. I feel like Wales is so big because like some of it is like near London, while some of it is like near Manchester. So it's like
it's stupid, bro. It's mad.
It's like it's kind of confusing because I was like, yeah, like you should say I was like seeing a girl and she was in Wales. I remember saying to my friend, "Oh yeah, I'm seeing a girl in Wales." He was like, "Bro, isn't that far?" I was like, "Well, she only lives an hour away."
North Wales, yeah.
Yeah, but like then like I remember going to like for example Richie's show.
Yeah.
3-hour journey for me, bro.
that's where I am. Like I'm like half hour from Richie.
Yeah. So, again, and I think like people like Richie and stuff like that like you're gonna get a community from people like him, especially whilst his like building his coaching business quite big.
Yeah.
I feel like as his coaching business grows, you're probably gonna start to see a bit more of a community in Wales as well.
It used to be big down here. Like back in the day, the Welsh bodybuilding was a thing, like, but it's kind of died off. Hopefully it'll get back to it. We just need more people here doing it. And I think with the gyms we've got, and people maybe traveling down and taking a look on day passes or whatever, we'll get that. But yeah, Manny's good, man. I do enjoy Manny, and as people probably know that follow me, I'm there fucking 3 times a week. I might as well move there myself. Like,
well, get a second house.
It's crazy, bro. I wanted to touch on obviously the Island show, because I know from when we were like going into that show, I say we, like I'm fucking coaching you, but when we were going into it and I was doing all the content and speaking to you and stuff, you were like the new guy on the block. There was other guys jumping into the show, pros that had been pros for a number of years. You back? So I know they were like, you were obviously talking the big talk. You were talking the Yemi talk going into that show.
Of course,
and obviously those guys were kind of like, and all due respect to all of them, because I'm friends with all of the other UK boys, but they were kind of going into it like, or hearing whispers that they were like saying, "Oh, fucking, who does Yemi think he is going into the show? Like, it's his first show." But then you ended up coming out top of the pack in terms of the UK boys there. And I remember filming you after the show, and you were like, "Oh, I guess I'm the best UK pro classic pro now."
Do you know where that came from, right?
No, no.
So Ryan saw Jimmy on the flight, and Jimmy was like, "I'm gonna take this as to basically see who's gonna be the cream of the crop, who's the best in the UK."
All right.
So when I got the top placing, it
Yeah.
meant I was the best in the UK, right?
Right. Okay. I didn't know that bit. Yeah. That's funny, man. That's
So
funny.
I was really just joking at Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay.
Jimmy's a great guy, you know, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna see this. I love Jimmy.
Yeah, man. All the boys are tight. Like I'm super tight with both Jamie, Ryan, even Lofthouse. Like, because Lofthouse helped me with my my posing routine for the shows this year and stuff. So now we got a good group of boys now on the classic scene. I do like the little brotherhood between you and Naz, though. That's a nice little thing. When are we going to see you boys on stage again? Then is there plans for this or what?
Olympia, baby.
We had to go there, innit?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not sure what he's gonna be planning for next year. I think I think he has plans. I just told him don't tell me.
Okay.
Because like, you know, I want him to lock in for his Olympic qualification. Because obviously we both was like, you know, you're gonna go Brazil and beat Dino. He didn't, and now he didn't. I'm just like, lock in. You know what I mean? And that's the friendship that we both had. Because at the end of the day, we both want the same thing. As much as we are friends, we both want that Olympia win. You know, like, and on like off stage, we're best friends. On stage, we're getting each other's heads off. You know, and we can't control the judges' results, so there's never going to be animosity there. I know that there's never going to be. And you know, even like I really wanted to Olympia debut with him because it would have been cool. Pro debut together, Olympia debut together. Never happened. But you know, that's why I was championing him regardless, because I know if because he was supportive of me when I was prepping for the island show.
Yeah.
You know, if I had won Ireland and gone to the Olympia, he would have been the same. I know for a fact. You know, even though he was in his off season and stuff like that, so he didn't even have the opportunity to try to get to the Olympia like I did this year.
Yeah.
You know, I know for a fact he would have been the same. So, you know, off the stage, we're close as hell, but on stage, we are trying to beat each other. Like, even I remember one time, like after the Arnolds, because I beat him at the Arnold, right? So I was like to him, but again, it was off Nas. It doesn't count really. It counts, but it doesn't.
You'll still hold it against him if it needs to be held.
Yeah, like I'm still one up, but like at the same time, like it's not like he was 100%. So it's like I can't. Like, I'm not gonna go to people and be like, I beat Nas, guys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But at the same time, I have. So like, I remember one time when I first came up to Manchester, I trained with him. It was like just to visit Ross. He's come down to train with us at FLF, and I was like, he was about to like finish his set on Rose, and I was like, what? You're gonna let me beat you again on stage? And this guy just went, he just passed out an extra 5 reps. I was like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
At that moment, I was like, this man definitely feels away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's sick. That's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. And like, it's kind of like I saw it with like Lucky Lieber and Edwards. Yams. What's his name? Men's physique guy.
Oh, I don't follow that shit, bro.
It doesn't matter. Either way, anyone that knows men's physique, they know what I'm talking about.
They'll know.
But like, those two are friends, but on stage, it's like they're going after. You know,
that's how it's got to be, isn't it?
That's got to be. You know, I don't want him to not want his goals because of me, and not want my goals because of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the same time, I think that there's enough space for both of us to be at the top of the game, and at the moment, we both are now. You know, because after Ireland, it was like I'm the best in the UK. Then after obviously this year, he got his best in the UK. So now
the decider next year, isn't it?
Well, I think it's going to be a decider for the rest of our careers, to be fair. It's only the beginning, really. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's quality.
How this all plans out.
What when you actually got that? I know obviously we talked about like manifestation and you like speaking it into existence with the Olympia invite, but what was that moment like when you took that? Like, yeah, because obviously I filmed it because I was filming for Oscar, And I seen your reaction, and obviously you and Oscar had a good hug on stage, and that was sick to watch. But like, you know, you kind of got the invite when they called your name. You were kind of like, you were giving it, and I was like, this guy, like, because that if I was me, bro, I'd be on my knees crying. Like, I'm that person, but you're there, like, fucking fist bumping and that.
So I think in my head, I was just like, all right, now we're starting the game. You know what I mean? Now it's time to play. Because, like, you know, a pro win is great. You know, a pro win is amazing. I'll be honest. Like, it feels great to win. It's not, you know, sugarcoat it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've only been bodybuilding for 6 years, but in actuality, most people that have been bodybuilding for the same amount of time as me, they probably have far more first place than me. You know, like, I've only won the first show I did, the first regional I did the NPC, my pro card, and then my first pro win. I've only had 4 wins. I've only felt that feeling 4 times. But when I got that feeling this time, it was just like, all right, now it's time to get to work, because it's not where I see myself. I don't see myself as being the pro that wins a couple shows here and there, or a show once a year. You know, like, even, you know, me and Nas have this conversation. Like, we don't want to be doing 1 show a year and then the Olympia, or, you know, even if we're at the top and, like, you know, you should say we're 1 and 2 or whatever. I'm not going to be Mr. Olympia, or I know Nas ain't going to be a Mr. Olympia that's just going to do 1 show a year. It's going to be, you know, going after it like old school 90s vibes, like post
active,
active, bro, active. You know, actually competing. Obviously, taking the time to, you know, take some time off as well, but taking the time to actually actively compete and make sure that we actually let the fans see us. Because that's another thing as well. I think that, like, when you only go to Olympia, only people that go to Olympia get to see Chris Bumstead.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be, only now that he's doing Prague, that people that aren't going to the Olympia get to see that. I want to be that guy that, you know, gets to see, that people can be like, oh yeah, I've seen Yemi, like, oh yeah, he was great, or he was this, he was that. Because, you know, I don't want to be like that guy that is just only doing the 1 show a year and stuff like that. So
yeah,
when I did that, when I got that pro win, it just felt like it's time to start. Like,
the
beginning of winning, in a sense. This is the first win of many.
Of many.
Love
it, man. The what was I going to say? Oh, the Gymshark thing you said about, obviously you left Gymshark. No, you got dropped. Okay.
Got me.
And you know, with Vanquish, innit?
Yeah, I'm with VQ.
VQ now. Yeah. What with the sponsorship thing, because we see people like kind of reaching for, you know, it's been on social media for years now, like reaching for sponsorships, trying to be that guy, putting content out, like, you know, thanking them for deliveries when they've bought the clothes themselves, which is weird. But
weird as hell.
How have you got to the point where you are, like, you know, a fully fledged sponsored athlete then with these? Is it purely through your competitive kind of side of things, or is it social media, being active on there?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I think that with social media, it's about leverage. And this is what a lot of people don't really think about when they're doing the social media thing. And I think if you're a bodybuilder, you have some of the best leverage ever, because social media influencers, right? They lack one thing, and that's in person. They don't ever do meetups. You don't ever meet them. They don't ever do anything that's real. You know, most of your favorite influencers, there's no way to see them. As a bodybuilder, you have shows, you have expos, and then you also have the social media aspect. And then you can leverage it because you can turn the shows into content, right? Like, social media person, like, let's just say your favorite fucking Gymshark athlete. Let's just use James Beardwell as an example, right? He wakes up and goes, all right, I need to think of a video to make. And he has to do that 365 days in a week. Whereas as a bodybuilder, you can wake up and go, all right, what can go viral today? You know what? I can actually sit there and make some content. Actually, I could just post my physique and show people how great I look. actually, I could just show people my training and bring them into the lifestyle. Oh, I can do day in the life. I can do food videos. I can give people how to eat like a bodybuilder. And then you get onto stage and you go, okay, now I can show people how the results of all those things that I showed you throughout the year and how they actually culminate. And now look at this physique. Look at how great this looks. Look at the production of this show. You know, like even look at the British, right? That show had amazing production. Now I have all these high quality videos with this great production in the background, and all of that is content. Same with the Arnolds. I did the same with the Arnolds. Remember, I said I had, just made a new Instagram account. I came off that. I remember waking up on the Arnolds there. I had 600 followers on my Instagram. By the end of that weekend, I had 3,000 followers by. And then I remember by January, I had 25,000 followers.
Jesus.
And all I did was just spam Arnold Classic videos and updates. But Arnold Classic videos and updates. And that was it. It was just, and because it's like, they give us, like, you on stage is free content. That is so much content. Like, if I haven't even posted all the pictures. I haven't even posted all the videos that I have. And I'm going to take my time and I'm going to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Just drip feed it.
But I got a whole goddamn year to get to the Olympia. You know?
Yeah. Do you like time, the content you're putting out? Do you sit down and go, right, I'm going to post this on these days at this time?
I have in the past and I will in the future. So at the moment, no.
You're just freestyling in a minute, yeah?
Yeah, but I have in the past. So like, especially when I was first trying to figure it out and like, on my first 2 accounts, because I've done, this is my 3rd account I'm on now. First account, I did some stuff and I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work. And I bought some followers on that account as well. And that's the worst thing you could do. So I just binned off the account and started a new one. And then the second account, I was, growing quite a lot actually. And then COVID happened and then that absolutely stunted the growth for that page.
Right.
I couldn't get it back. And I was growing on TikTok and I wasn't going on Instagram. And I was like, there's no way. So it has to be the account. So I think the account was shadow banned. So then I just, I think this bottle's fucked up. Yeah, there we go.
You did a makeshift tripod there, yeah?
I've got a makeshift tripod with the water bottle and my coconut oil.
You're a proper influencer there, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's how I do this for a living, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had both, like, where was I? Social media.
Social media.
I just I remember on my second account, we was planning, like, our content plan out before they had the feature where you could schedule your posts. I was scheduling posts on later. And I remember sitting there and just trying to figure out, okay, what do I want my feed to look like and stuff like that. And so I've done all that, but I think there's a level of organicness that can grow your page. And I think there's a level of formality that needs to be in place to that next level.
Yeah, fair one. One thing I saw after the British, I'm bouncing around, but it's just because it's coming into my head as you're speaking. After the British, I seen you put a post up about, I think it was the guy that came 3rd or something, talking some fucking smack on Insta. What was that about?
He was salty. He was super salty. So like he came off stage and started making up excuses. He was like, everyone said my posing was better, but like I couldn't do 4 rounds. Brother, if you can't do 4 rounds, your posing's not better. Just because you can get a front double bicep and you think it looks better doesn't mean anything. If you can't hold that for 10 seconds, 4 times, then your posing's not better than mine. Listen, I saw this guy. So I saw this guy, right? We're all doing that individuals, right? And he comes back round and he's sweating, and I was like, I've got him.
Yeah.
Apart from Julio, he was like the only guy that I thought could win the show other than myself.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw him sweating, I was like, I've got him.
He's done.
My posing stamina is top tier. And his posing stamina evidently was fucking shite. So I was like, cool. As soon as they got us up to the rounds, I started egging on the judges to give us more rounds. and give us more rounds.
Yeah. I saw that, yeah.
Like, as soon as that happened, I was like, all right, cool. This is how I'm going to win. I remember saying to Oscar, there's one thing I can say for a fact. No one's going to outpose me.
Yeah.
You know, like I practice my posing. Even if I can feel absolutely fucking shit on the shittest day, I'll still do 2 rounds in the morning and then still do another 2 rounds post-workout.
Is that religiously every day?
But every day, especially on prep. On prep, I'm going to the gym. I'll do my my rounds. I'll check in with Ross. Sometimes I'll just check in with him, even though I don't have a check-in. I'll just send it to him, and he won't give me a feedback, and then I'll just continue my day. You know what I mean? It would just be just so I can make sure I'm doing my rounds and posing and posing and posing. So like, if you look at me and Ross's like WhatsApp, you'll see like AM, PM, AM, PM, AM, PM, and I'll just do every single fucking day. You know, I know for a fact that like these guys have been doing that, and it's sad because you're a bodybuilder. All you got to do is eat, treat, train, and pose. So I don't know why you're not posing, but yeah, he was talking a little bit of smack. He was like, yeah, I had the best physique, I had the best posing, but I couldn't stand the rounds. And he then started making up excuses about having like some, I don't know, some lung issues and stuff like that. And he was in hospital, but it's like, brother, like, none of that matters, you know, like, if you're coming on stage, you're coming on stage. Like, I don't care if you're fucking dying from cancer. If you're on stage, no one's gonna know that. You have to, you know, it's like Chadwick Boseman. He's the best example of it. No one knew bro was dying from cancer. He just kept up going. He kept on pushing, and made it so that no one even figured it out.
Yeah.
The fucking shock to everybody, even the people on set with the brother.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's how you gotta be in life, you know, because no one cares, bro.
Did he bring race into it as well?
Yeah, he did. He was like, he basically was like, you know, it's no, like, he was like, you know, they're 2 black guys. I had one, you know, I'm not jealous. You know, if anything, I love them. And like, I was just, when he brought, as soon as he said something about black, I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And then like, and then obviously like Bodybuilders Without Borders, they posted him. And like, obviously they posted me in the picture. So I just put on my story and just put smoke emojis. He didn't like it.
Did he not? Did he message you?
He unfollowed me and made me unfollow him.
Oh, fucking hell. There you go. I
realized because he did the German show, and I was like, oh, where's his updates? Like, I haven't seen him post anything on the stories.
Yeah.
So I clicked his name, and then I've seen it just says follow.
Wow. Salty.
And I don't even blame the brother, because obviously he's like, and then like he even brought up the fact that we're both British, which we're not. Like,
no.
Was fucking Italian, bro.
I know, yeah, I was thinking that when I saw that.
Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what are you crying about right now? Like, I get Julia has a British coach and he lives in the UK, but he's not British. Like,
no.
And then obviously I'm British, but like, bro, they don't really count me as British. I'm black as hell. Like, look at me as like, I don't click British. I click black British.
Black British.
There's a fucking hyphen in my name, brother. But like,
with the transition then, because people are going to want to know this stuff. Whenever I do podcasts, they're like, oh, why didn't you ask about this and that? So the transition from being coached by your stepdad to Ross, is there any big differences in terms of approach of like, you don't have to go into it in too much detail if you don't want to, but like drug protocols and things, was it like a mad difference, or was it kind of similar?
Crazy difference.
Yeah.
So it's the reason why I left. There's 2 parts of the drug protocols that is the reason why I left. So one was my stepdad's understanding of pharmaceuticals was nowhere near Ross's understanding of pharmaceuticals. Stepdad uses and stuff like that, but he just never, he just doesn't have that same level of deep scientific knowledge. It's more just like anecdotal bro science. And, you know, that puts on muscle, you know. It got me good enough to become a pro. You know, Ross didn't make me a pro. He just pushed me into the pro direction, right?
Yeah.
The muscle that got built to become a pro, to have a pro-worthy physique, was built by my stepdad's protocols. But again, he just had too, like, the bro protocols was too bro-ish. So like the trend was too high and the test was not the best, like necessarily for what I was doing. Test and mass was probably fine, but trend was way too high. The other side of peaking, the knowledge was was not there. So like, for example, one of the reasons what made me actually go to talk to anyone, like to outreach to Cal, to the pro coach page, was I was talking to Brandon Harden, and he was like, yeah, like, you know, because I'm gonna be quite undersized, because he was gonna do his pro debut after he won his pro card.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, so for the peak, I'm gonna have to run to manager. And I was like, manager for a peak. All right, I'm missing something here.
Yeah.
So that's where the pro coach cheat codes came from.
So you just told the world.
Yeah, I just didn't know that, like, how to peak using like anything really.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It was just kind of like old school standard methods rather than like,
yeah, like no diuretics. So it was all just caffeine and vitamin C.
fucking thumbs up to diuretics. No, that's not advised.
No, like and for example, I was pretty much running in oral Winstrol the entire prep, pretty much.
Right.
Whereas it's not needed. You know,
No.
you need it for the last, like, for that last 2 weeks max.
Mm.
So like stuff like that was not understood. And yeah, like again, my stepdad had just no knowledge on direct, so we just didn't use any. You know, stuff like loading, we would always front load for no reason, or even back load for no reason, I should say.
Okay.
And that could be part of the reason why I wasn't as sharp as I should have been through the race trick, because
yeah,
no directs and your front load and your back loading, like,
it's gonna stick, you know.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I was never like, I was pretty much running, even if I was ready from, let's just say, or at the point that we felt where it was ready from Monday, I was doing my cardio till Thursday. So it was never pulling out cardio or stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
just so many different things that I just wasn't known, you know,
just
like,
a different level. Yeah.
different level. Like, I remember the race trick we did day before 600 and a burger, 600 carb and a burger. And that was my load.
Yeah.
Whereas like for the Arnolds, we did 600, 750, 500, 500, and then show day.
And that was Ross had taken over at that point then, yeah?
For the Arnold, yeah.
The Arnolds winner, yeah. Yeah, that was good, man. What was because we kind of didn't go into depth on it. The conversation with your stepdad, how did he take it? Like you going to Ross?
So I was absolutely shitting it, right?
Yeah.
Told him, and then he goes, "Oh, actually, I was going to tell you to go with Cal after the Arnolds anyway."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
This was just when Cal did the pod with Fuad, and when he was watching that, I think there was a moment he watched that and went, "I'm not good enough coach for you."
Yeah. Fair.
And that's when, and then he didn't say anything to me. And then obviously I mentioned go to pro coach. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was going to say go to Cal anyway." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm actually going to go to Ross, not Cal, but I think it'd be a better fit." And I mean, an Olympia qualification, so I was goddamn right.
Definitely, man. And I seen I think it was at the Arnolds actually. I think your stepdad and Ross and all that, and your mom as well. They were like all hugging and stuff. So like the relationship is super tight. So that's cool to see, because you don't always see that, man. We've seen it recently with all the Janssen shit coming out and all the fucking drama going on there with like people choosing to change coaches, etc. So yeah, it's cool that's been able to be so smooth, especially with the fucking nightmare of like the jobs and the stress you've had, like trying to get there anyway.
Tell me about
If you had like the family shit, if it had gone the other way,
yeah,
and having to deal with that on top of all that when there's no real need to, that would have been messy, man.
yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like I did have my awkward period with my parents after the Arnolds, like especially because my mom didn't get the place that she wanted, so like it was a little bit awkward with my mom. And then like because obviously like I wasn't actually jabbing myself, right? So my stepdad was, and I didn't really understand how to do it, so I just let him do it. And then like that was like a bit of an awkward conversation as well. He's like, "Oh, like, if you want me to like take a step away and stuff," I was like, no, it's not like I don't want you part of this. It was like a conversation of like, I don't want you not part of the process. It's just obviously that process is going to be shifted towards a different person, and it's not anything against you. It's just more like, where do I want to go to in the future? And I know that that has to be changed to get there. So it's like, I think that of course there was feelings of like resentment and like being left out and stuff like that, but that is only because it went from like the entire process being almost within the family, stepping away from that and being like, okay, because like most people, right, like when they start gear, it's like they had a conversation, like they either like thought about it for themselves for a very long time and then started it themselves, or like they just like started gear, right? Like I went from like bodybuilding naturally to like my stepdad messaging me being like, do you want to jump and get? And I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's so normal. Like no one's really like, I don't think you can relate to that. You know?
They're so accepted. Like
like it was like, the funny thing is, right, like me and my stepdad obviously had that conversation because but then me and my mum, it's almost like a taboo conversation that we don't talk about.
Even though you're both bodybuilders.
I think the first time me and my mum have really spoken about anabolics was maybe a couple of weeks ago. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Your stepdad's there in the background, just like that picture of Homer Simpson going into the bush.
Yeah, bro.
That's your stepdad, like.
Even like when he would jab me, he wouldn't jab me if my mum was close. You know what I mean? Like if my mum was in the house, like he would take all this stuff and there's like he had like a little wash bag with his gear in it and stuff like that, and he would like sneak it into my room and then jab me in my room. Or like when my mum was like not gonna be in the room for a minute, he would like text me and be like, "Okay, come into the room now," and he would whilst my mum's not there. Like it was almost like we all know, but we don't talk about it.
That's like bodybuilding in the old days.
Yeah, legit.
See no evil, speak no evil.
It was legit like that. Like even like I remember when I started using GH, I would have to have the GH in the fridge, and it was just like no talk about that GH.
That's funny, man. That is funny. So we got like 10 minutes. So with obviously Olympia qualified, you've got, what is it, 11 months now?
Yeah, 11 months ish.
11 months out ish. What's the plans for this 11 months then? Is it just work till there, or are you going to do shows, or what?
I reckon we're going to do a show.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon. Knowing me, knowing Ross, we're going to get some money. We're going to get some paid.
Did you get prize money for the British?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they gave us a cool little 3K.
What was it?
3K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
No, that sound that is, man. Because we didn't. I think I've spoke to like maybe 5 or 6 people since then, and they were like, I didn't see like a check.
No, there was no check, but they because they gave us a check they gave the top 3 a check in the thingy, but in the Europa, but they did pay. Well, at least I know I got paid. I don't know Yemi got paid for the men's physique, but they didn't give us, because I think at the Europa they gave everyone cash, but did a bank transfer for the British.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. I just wasn't sure, because obviously the Olympia invite was cool as fuck, but I was like, I wonder if you got paid on top of it, because everyone thought you didn't, because obviously they didn't hand checks out. But that's good, man. That's good that you got looked after. So have you talked to Ross about a show, or is this like...
Nah, me and Ross haven't even, like, we've had like just off conversations. I haven't seen Ross since the Olympic qualification.
Have you not?
He went on holiday, so
yeah, of course he did. Yeah,
got off stage. He straight went to Greece, and then he's gone back to Ireland. So when he comes back to Manchester and he's all chilled out and cooled out, we'll get some food and chill and have a conversation and each other and pat each other on the back and get back to work.
Post show, are you like I'm asking this, I already know the answer. Are you like relaxed post show, or are you fucking straight back to work? Do you live a little bit of a life?
I took like 2 weeks off gym, and like this is the first week I've actually been back training. And to be fair, like I think I'm better off for it, because yesterday my arms were looking huge.
Lots of food.
All the food. I didn't say no to a goddamn thing.
Yeah. Good man. What about partying? Have you done any partying or not?
I haven't done any partying yet, but I do have. So my birthday's in 19 days from now.
Yeah.
So I think on the 23rd, I'm gonna go out, enjoy little warehouse party,
Oh yeah.
Enjoy a couple class A's,
Just mix up your portions, like.
Yeah, like listen, when I'm not on, I just, what I mean.
You have a dabble.
Yeah, because like it's just I'm too healthy, Might as well just pick up a smoking addiction as well.
You don't like being too healthy, like.
Nah, man.
Got to balance it out, and it's just your body knows.
Okay. We're on a health phase. Take drugs.
Take other drugs.
Yeah.
Just replace those ones with these ones.
Yeah, like you replace your Winstrol.
Yeah.
Mate.
Man. Oh, that's funny. What's are you going to be like chilling till health phase wise? You're going to be just till Christmas and then New Year?
Yeah, I'm gonna get bloods done in a couple of weeks with Atlas Labs. So probably get some bloods.
Yeah.
Do a little IV drip. And, actually try and get healthy.
Yeah.
And then once I'm ready to go, we'll just push the off season. I think when people come back off a show and they just go 100% ham, unless they're like really fresh to bodybuilding, which I can see why you do that because I was like that. You're just gonna put yourself in the worst position for your off season because like a healthy or happy body is a growing body,
Yeah.
Like, if you're tired and run down, you're just not gonna grow as much as you want to. That's why you saw what people like Ronnie and Jacob would say, like they wouldn't even touch anything, go cold turkey for like 4 or 5 months at a time. Look at come off for like he would absolutely not even train for 4 or 5 months and then come back off season properly and then do his prep. It's just because your body just is gone through so much during the prep. I prepped for 6 months for the show, to get this Olympic qualification.
Yeah.
Like so much stress on your body for so much time. You have to give it some rest and you have to allow yourself to actually just relax.
Yeah. And you did 3 peaks in that as well, didn't you? So you did Alicante.
4 peaks.
What was it 4, was it?
Because we did Alicante.
Yeah.
Did the island guest pose, which I peaked for that.
Right, okay.
Europa, and then we did the British.
Yeah.
Obviously the island prep or peak, let's say, was just to guest pose and like it was just like to enjoy and see what we can do and what's gonna happen with the body and stuff like that and where can we push it. I had like a pizza and stuff like that the day before.
Just chuck some shit food in, see what it does.
See what it does, and it worked well. We didn't do shit food for either show either way, but we just kind of wanted to see where it went. So that's quite tiring for the body to just even peak in the zone and stuff like that. So kind of just allowed ourselves to see what happened, but now it's just about resting and not abusing the gears as much.
Keeping that body fresh, man. Because that's one thing about your physique, and it's like even though you're peaked and all that, and you've been through prep, and even 4 peaks, you still look fresh as a day. On that stage in the British, your last show.
Even like for the in between, so between the Emperor and Europa, like we just kept like we basically because it was a 12-week period. We didn't even I think I kept my cheat meal in until like 3 weeks out or 4 weeks out or something like that. Like I had so much like freedom, and we basically grew, and then we pulled back in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I was actually heavier at Europa than I checked in at the Emperor.
Shit.
Yeah, like and like Emperor, like.
And you were sharper at the Europa, weren't you?
Yeah,
a lot.
Europa, I was like inside out. Like obviously, I got sharper for the British, but I was so sharp for the Europa show.
Yeah.
And like it looked like it was a great look. I like that look, maybe a little bit more than the British look.
Okay.
And that was just a fresh look because of the fact that we just didn't push that hard. Even when I came off stage, I felt good. I was like to Russia, let's just run another. Let's just do the British. And then obviously, I'll say in the last 2 weeks for the British, I actually felt like shit.
That's not bad considering the time that you were on prep and the shows you've done in between, man. That's fucking
It's really good.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's just credit to Ross and his ability to actually just like, one, know my body, and two, just make the right call, really.
Yeah. 100%, bro. That's sick, man. Right. I know you've got to go and train whatever Naz is training, just to fucking give it to him. Anyone you want to give a shout out before we wrap it?
Yeah, let's give a shout out to all the boys in Manchester. Ross, of course, because would not be here without you. Oscar, definitely going to need a shout out as well, because you was my rock during the prep, especially when I was going through the little transitional period between Gymshark and BQ, and didn't have any clue. I was going to move back to London, and I was pretty much dreading that. So you kept my head on, and shouts out to my mother.
Shout out to my mama.
I wouldn't be here without you. And financially.
Yeah.
And then of course, shouts out to Nas and the Pro Coach boys. Cal. Yeah.
Sponsors?
Yeah, shouts out to Conte. Use my code, Yemi10.
You can if you want.
And
we got JP subs to your Magic 10.
I know JP is like right now, he's hearing that and just seething. Like,
yeah, look at him.
And then obviously VQ, code Yemi, and get some fly garms, because listen, this is the one thing, right? Because I'm actually wearing a Gymshark shirt right now, right? And I'm gonna be completely honest, right? The quality difference between VQ and Gymshark, I didn't realize until I started working with VQ how, like, okay, look at the shirt, right? Look at the detail. And if I pull out one of these VQ shirts, right?
Go on, go and get one.
Fuck it. Look at the quality difference. Like you can see it just like that. It's like
what a plug this is, man.
I know, right? Point B is, like, if you're gonna buy some gym clothes, go to VQ, because you're actually gonna get some value out your goddamn money.
It was a Yemi 10.
It's just Yemi, code Yemi.
Code Yemi for everything.
Yeah, code Yemi for VQ, and a Yemi 10 for Conte.
There we go. Sweet, man.
My code just to be Yemi. Or Dreamer. Dreamer would be better.
You need to bring it back, bro. Perhaps you'll get, like, did you see the you've probably seen it because you're with them, the VQ t-shirt with who they put on the back of it?
With Joe.
Yeah. Perhaps you'll get a Dreamer one.
Yeah, maybe that's this t-shirt. You see it in the little back, the quarter turn and that.
So that's Joe, yeah?
Yeah, that's Joe.
He's loving that.
Yeah, he is. I didn't even realize, and the thing is, I saw that drop, right? Because they were all wearing it around the Olympia, and I was like, that looks fucking cold.
Yeah.
And then when Joe put that video, I was like, that's really cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah. Surely now you're the Olympian on the team, so they've got to do like a custom piece for Yemi, surely.
Here's the thing, bro. They've got so many Olympians now. They got me, they got Ali Bilal, they've got Jose Mar, and they got Breon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so like I'm not special at VQ no more. I was special at Gymshark, kind of.
Really, they fucking dropped you though. So
their timing was impeccably bad.
Yeah, big time.
Like, how awkward. Like, like it's just they had a meeting. They were like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of Yemi, and then like 2 weeks later, I was like, Olympia, man.
Olympia qualified. Yeah, they got to be like. That's when they knew they fucked up. That is that moment. Awkward.
Like, I got a whole bunch of messages from like the Gymshark guys, and I was like,
yeah, told you.
You just need patience.
Yeah.
And, one of my Ash, he did the men's physique and got he won the novice class and got 5th in the open class, I think, or 4th or something like that. He did great. But he's like a top dog there, and like he was like and he made a post because I had given him some advice and stuff like that. Like, this guy was like getting help with like Ryan Terry and getting help with like Ryan Terry's mate that was with him, that Josh Blue. He was coaching him and stuff like that, and I got the post. Gymshark, eat your heart out. Got that up in the bag. And I'm not coming back.
Not coming back. No chance.
No give backs.
Not even if they could bring a Dreamer t-shirt out.
Nah, man. They can give me royalties on that though. I'll still do some modeling with them now.
For the check. for the right amount.
Too good to say no to you, I'll tell you that.
Sick, man. What's your Instagram at Yemi?
IFFB Pro, but we're gonna change it back to the Dreamer, son. I promise you that.
Yeah, do it, man. We need that back, 100%.
We need that back. I don't even I changed it and I regret it.
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah, I was like, that looks dead.
Just bring it back, man. January, innit? January.
Yeah,
fresh.
I might. We'll see. Maybe today.
Nice one, brother. Thank you very much for your time.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Good to catch up, man. And I'm sure I'll see you in the next couple of weeks or days, probably, if I'm in Manny.
I'll see you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your session. And say hello to the boys.
Most definitely. We'll get a big old back.
Peace. Yes, sir. See you later, bro.